I don't usually do collabs, but over the past months, me and DizzyPunch, you know him, I talked about him in the past, have been getting to know each other, and it turns out we both like Pokémon. Yay! So, we've decided to put together for all of you a top 10 of the hardest gym leaders in the history of Pokémon. I'll talk about the 5 gym leaders in my opinion, and he will talk about his gym leaders in his opinion. And if you want to watch Total Drama content, be sure to subscribe to DizzyPunch, because he has some nice content on the works coming, and I'll even have some lines in that. So, yeah, this is me addressing to the people that keep on asking me to talk about Total Drama when you clearly haven't watched my review on Pokémon. And since I'm promoting, make sure to also watch my previous videos. I worked a lot in them and trying to find this feel in all of them. Okay, just want to clarify that I'm not doing any Total Drama content for now until the new seasons come. So just so you can stop spamming the comment section every time I post a new video, you know, it would be nice. Anyway, you want to say something, Dizzy? Keep it short.
Thank you so much for having me, Scar. I've been a fan of the Pokemon series ever since Diamond and Pearl, and with the remakes and a new entry of the series coming out soon, I think it makes a lot of sense to talk about our opinions on which trainers we find to be the most difficult.
And, spoiler alert, no, Whitney will not be included on this list. Know why? Here's dramatic Scar's strategy to beat Whitney. Beat Clefairy with whatever you feel like, you know that's not a problem. Then by using a Ghastly you probably caught on Bellsprout Tower, use Hypnosis, change the curse, and then change to your Chogepi that obviously has hatched by this point. Charm it until its stats are weak, and let curse dwindle all her life away. And that's it. That's how you beat that cow and her Miltank. It's widely known within the Pokemon community that Generation 6 gym leaders are one of the easiest of the whole franchise. And with no third installment to fix any issues that these two games have left, I guess we will have to wait for remakes. However, Grant is a big exception to this, if not the only. His team is the only one that has a competent moveset, with Thunder Wave on his lead and a combo of Refrigerate and Takedown, and his second Pokemon making use of Bite and Strong Jaw. There isn't an easy way to go to his battle and actually sweep, which is very anticlimactic for the rest of the gym leaders of this generation.
Whenever you're going up against a gym leader, the best strategy is to simply look at the type you're facing and start off with a type advantage. However, in your battle against Elisa, this would be a crucial misstep. While the gym may be easy on paper, with simply grabbing the Sandile or Drillbur, Elisa's team is designed in order to go against these efforts, and that starts with her 2 Emolgas. First off, Emolga has a blazing 103 speed stat that beats almost every Pokemon you could get up until that point. Second, if you see a flying type Pokemon like Emolga and you start off with your 1 ground type Pokemon like most people, you may want to switch out early in order to preserve that Pokemon. However, both of Elisa's Emolgas have the move Pursuit, which damages Pokemon with a power of 80 if you attempt to switch out. Not to mention her last Pokemon, Zebstrika, who has an overwhelming 116 speed stat, is a great all-around attacker. So honestly, the best way to tackle this gym is with the Drillbur, who is leveled up to at least level 28 for the move Rock Slide. Make sure not to switch out this Pokemon and defeat her 2 Emolgas. With her Zebstrika, a combination of your other Pokemon should do the trick, even if some do faint in the process.
With Pokemon Emerald, I've lost track to how many times I've played this game. One factor to this is how hard these two are in this game. There is never an easy way to plan for this battle. The way they use Xatu to set up Sunny Day for the Soul Rock, the way all their Pokemon have Levitate to catch us by surprise when the Claydol uses Earthquake, or you try to use an electric attack on that Xatu only for you to be blasted by Earthquake. It makes for one of the hardest battles in the game, since there aren't that many good dark types in this generation, and the ones that are also grass type. Pokemon that will get smoked by the Solrock Sun-powered fire. The way I found to beat this battle is to fish for 2 Sharpedos. Their speed and crunch make for a very effective assault on these twins.
In the Sinnoh region, Rourke may be the first gym leader, but that's what makes him so difficult. Limited resources plague your ability to control his best Pokemon, Cranidos. Honestly, his other 2 Pokemon, Onix and Geodude, are no challenge whatsoever if you choose Turtwig or Piplup. With an astounding 125 attack stat so early on in the game, it's hard to survive multiple attacks, especially when you have Headbutt, a move that already gives you a 30% chance to flinch. His other two Pokemon are just there to set up Stealth Rock if they're able to survive one of your attacks. But these rocks can prove to be useful, especially considering the small group of Pokemon you're able to get up until that point. Pokemon like Starly, Kricketot, and Chimchar will all take significant damage to this tactic, so it's best to knock out both Onix and Geodude as quickly as possible.
This is not the last gym leader from Owen that I'm gonna mention, but Norman in either Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald is just so hard. His battle in the original games, just picture it this way. Look at the stats of Slacking. Now multiply that by 2. Now imagine how weak your Pokemon are at this stage, and this battle is guaranteed to be hard. The Truant ability is a way of throwing you a bone, but even then your Pokemon are just so weak. The only viable strategy that I find is to find a Pokemon with Protect like Volbeat or Wingull so that you can nullify the Truant ability. Other than that, not even using a Rock, Fighting, or Steel Pokemon works, because they have a Counter and Focus Punch. Even if for some godforsaken reason you've managed to bring the only Ghost-type Pokemon available at this point in the game, the Slacking still have Feint Attack. Vigoroth just goes down with whatever you feel like, it's not that hard. But those Slackings are very scary. The only living that in the entire franchise, and he sure puts up a fight.
For my next pick, I'm going to take it back to Unova and go with Lenora. See, Lenora only has 2 Pokemon, and while it's certainly not crazy that the second gym leader only has a couple of Pokemon, it really speaks to how well the pair works off one another. With both her Watchog and Herdier carrying Retaliate, it's not easy to sweep her team one bit. Not to mention her Watchog has a great moveset with not only having Retaliate, but Crunch and Hypnosis for options as well. And with Watchog having a solid attack stat of 85, especially this early in the game, many trainers struggle to find a way to take both Pokemon effectively.
So in a similar way to Norman, Morty is one of the hardest Pokemon gym leaders because of the environment around it. Unlike the previous 3 gyms you face, there is no Pokemon you can catch that can give you a distinct advantage against him. On paper, Psychic moves can give you an upper hand, but at even levels, there is no way your Pokemon is going to have a significant advantage against Morty's Gengar's attack combination. Dream Eater is coming off of a Pokemon that has a base special attack of 130. That's the highest offensive stat in all of the gym leaders in Johto. The only way you can beat this guy is if you buy Awakenings at the mart and hope for Hypnosis to fail. Then try paralyzing it and hope your strong moves can take it down. Overall, it's a team effort trying to beat Morty. If abilities were a thing in Generation 2, an Insomnia Hoothoot would completely wall his team. But in Generation 4, they saw that, and they gave Gengar Sucker Punch to further annoy you. That's the beauty of Morty's battle. There is no sure way to beat him, and every time I face him, I get so relieved walking out of this gym.
Raihan takes my next slot as he's easily one of the best gym leaders we've gotten in over a decade. If you come into this battle knowing he's giving away the Dragon Badge, you'll most likely be shocked by his team and its coverage. Most people enter this battle with Ice and Fairy types such as Frostmoth and Grimmsnarl, but are quickly met with frustration. He only has one Pokemon, Flygon, who would be significantly affected by either of those types. The other 3, however, provide different issues to most trainers. He starts off the battle with Flygon and Gigalith. The Gigalith sets up a Sandstorm in which 3 of his Pokemon are immune to. As this slowly chips away at your damage, Pokemon like Flygon and Duraludon are heavy hitters with a wide array of coverage at their disposal. Out of the 8 moves that both of them have, 7 types are covered. Because this is the last gym, this factor is extremely important. See, up until that point, you have gotten the chance to have a Pokemon from every single type, so the fact that his 2 best offensive Pokemon have this type coverage is incredibly beneficial to him. With striking moves and a solid setup, and a battle format the trainer isn't experienced with, this battle pulls no punches.
So, Generation 3 gym leaders are chaotic. Generation 3 is generous with offering you strong moves for you to put on your Pokemon pretty early in the game, if you take time to explore the Owen region before you move on to the next gym. I mean, getting access to a power plant filled with electric type Pokemon, and a route filled with trainers using flying type Pokemon, topped with a gym filled with more flying Pokemon, only for you to fight a gym leader that uses a combo of Dragon Dance and Earthquake on a Dragon Flying type Pokemon that completely checks every single elect type that you can have at this point in the game. That is a way of Game Freak saying, yo, there was a whole sea route back the way you came, why haven't you went and explored it? Go there and maybe you'll get my badge. And this is really something that felt nice to have in a game. But Winona is actually not the hardest gym leader for me. Once you actually figure out that you can get Ice Beam, she's a breeze. But she's just a perfect illustration of what the Generation 3 experience can be. My actual number 1 would have to be Brawly, specifically from Ruby and Sapphire. Brawly is just another example of how open the Owen experience can be. You are in Dewford Town to give Steven a letter. You don't actually have to battle Brawly right now. When I do try to battle him straight away, I always leave the gym a loser. Unless you actually caught an Abra and are trying to raise it, there is no perfect way to actually make this battle easy. Your starter does not have any sort of good moves to use against him, especially Grovyle. Tailow's wing attack can be effective, but Taillow cannot resist anything. Ralts is slow and has the resistance of a straw house, and his offensive capabilities are just meager. The only sure way that Brawly can be fought is if you catch a Sableye, and even it is a version exclusive. Brawly is and will always be to me a gym that seems to be designed for you to pass by and come back later. I personally cannot find a single way to have this guy beat on my first visit to this gym. And that's it for me. Dizzy?
My top slot goes to the last gym leader from the Johto region, Claire. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are my favorite Pokemon games. I got them when I was about 8, and with all the talk in my school about how difficult Whitney was, I was super worried about that battle. That being said, she didn't hold a candle to Claire, who I've personally had the most frustration battling with out of any gym leader. All of her Pokemon have one of the strongest Dragon-type moves in the game, Dragon Pulse. Both of her Dragonairs at a mediocre 70 speed stat carry Thunder Wave to offset this issue, and with surprising moves such as Aqua Tail and Fire Blast, these two seemingly weak road bumps turn out to be much stronger than expected. And this is obviously not meant to leave out her ace Pokemon, Kingdra. With an ability that raises the power of critical hits, heavy hitting moves such as Hydro Pump and Hyper Beam become even more daunting. Another issue with this gym leader is defense. There are hardly any Ice and Dragon type options in Johto, and an Ice Fang from a Feraligatr isn't going to cut it. With this battle, the best option is Sheer Force. Overlevel Mons give them the most powerful moves available. If a battle forces you to go this route, then you're in for one hell of a fight.
I want to know your opinions on the thumbnail and DizzyPunch avatar, because those were two things I made by myself. So I would like your opinions. Leave it in the comments, okay? I would also like to know if you agree with our opinions, and also I would like to thank DizzyPunch for taking a time to collab with me, because he has been helping me a lot with promoting my animation videos, which I really appreciate. Not everyone does that. And yeah, this is my way of saying thank you to him. Thanks! But yeah, I have nothing else to say. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Bye.